I am the real Wolf Spider, and this is a brief update about the 10-round magazine for the 9mm Glock 17. This is a low-capacity round magazine that is necessary for certain jurisdictions. And I had said before that this only fit Gen 1, 2, and 3. I want to correct that. That is not correct. This actually will fit Gen 4 as well. That's why it has the pit on both sides, because what it allows you to do is, unlike the Gen 3, which only has the eject button on this side, it allows you to reverse the eject button. So that's what that's for. So this magazine is compatible with Gen 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, when I first got this, I had mentioned that maybe don't pack it too tight. Once you've worked them in, they pack a little easier. I feel that they reach a certain point and they stay there, that once they're worked in, they reach a point where they don't work in anymore. And they function very well in my Glock 17 Gen 3. I keep a few of these loaded at all times with some 115 grain Remington hollow points. These perform very well. I would trust this magazine in this round with my life. It's a good round. It works well in the machine, and it has good. The round has good specs. Good enough for personal protection. It's a genuine Glock, as you can see. And as you can see, it has the notch on both sides, which makes it Gen 4 compatible, so that you can reverse the ejection button for the magazine, make it on the other side. So I just wanted to clear that up and let you know that since I've been using these magazines, what I do is I'll keep them fully stuffed with 10 rounds, and I'll take these to the range, and I'll pop them right into the gun and start firing, and they work great. So once they get worked in, they're easy to load. They still take quite a bit of handling. Even me with my big strong hands, I find that I have to anchor it down on something, and it takes quite a bit of force to stuff that last round in there. And then of course I do a little, pack down. But find ammo that feeds well. I know some of the feeding issues are how you handle the weapon itself. A limp wrist, relaxed wrist with allowing too much muzzle flip will cause feed problems, as will poorly made ammunition, and ammunition that doesn't have consistent powder charges. So make sure you get ammunition and test it thoroughly at your range. Make sure that you test it in many different ways, and once you're convinced that you have a fairly reliable round, stick with it. And like I say, if you're limited to these 10-round magazines, for the Glock 17 is what I'm talking about now. This is considered a low-capacity magazine, 10-round. It works well. And I just wanted to clarify that these magazines work in both Gen 3 and 4, Gen 1 through 4. And once they're broken in, they will continue to perform well. I don't know if you can tell that occasionally you may need to make sure that the metal that surrounds the top round doesn't get spread apart. And the best way to do that is just give it an eyeball. You can see where the crease is there, just off to the side of the primer. If that's pretty even, that should be all you need. I've noticed no depreciable change at all. See, they're all well lined up. Bullets are anchored in there nicely. Cartridges, I should say. And they stack. These are basically single stack cartridges. I had mentioned before that they're convertible. I don't think these are. I have not opened them up, but I've been told since that I think there's a thickened wall on the side that allows them to slightly stagger, but decreases the staggerability so that it stack. Basically, it's an inline vertical stack, becomes a single stack magazine. So that's it. 10 round, low capacity Glock 17 9mm magazines. After probably over 1,000 rounds total through all three of these. Springs are still good. They feed nicely. If you're getting feeding problems, try different ammo. This particular ammo that I'm using for home defense or personal defense is also used by a lot of police departments. It's a 115 grain hollow point full metal jacket with a standard load. I don't think that it's a plus P or anything. It doesn't say it is, but it is this is a nice all-around load. And as long as you have a standard 17-pound spring in your Glock, it should perform well. Triggering is an issue. Handling of the gun is an issue always. But other than that, you should be fine. So real quick again, after months of using these a lot, the springs have held up. They're a little easier to load now. They've worked in, but they're still very reliable. Using good ammunition, you will get good feeds, and they're good. They're life dependable. And they are used in standard magazines. These bullet rounds are also. And these magazines are good. That's my final word. The Glock 10-round magazine that fits the Model 17 is a good magazine. It performs well. That's it.